What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Food Community Podcast. It's your boy, Rich Homie Juan. I got my host with me right here, LA Icon, as usual.
Hey, guys.
And today we got a real special guest in the building. No cap. Everybody give it up for Blazzy.
Woo, appreciate y'all, man.
There he is.
Man, I rock with the setup here, man. You guys have it dope.
Nah, appreciate you. Hey,
Hell
fool,
yeah.
before we move on, fool, I just want to say, like, this shit feels cool, fool. I feel like right now we got, like, the three of the best food outside, like, in Cali, bro. Like,
Yeah.
you got me, no cap, feel me? Like, I feel like I'm the best Latino blogger in the game.
No, you
feel me?
definitely, hold your weight. You
bro,
feel me? Like,
I play my position, feel me?
before you hand out flowers, you feel me? I'm gonna return some. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that, like, you guys are definitely a staple in the culture, and your guys' presence is definitely felt. If there was no food community, like, there would definitely be an absence of like promo, of like awareness, and just like a lack of documentation. So you feel me? I love what the food community does. I'm not a rapper, you feel me? I already know what my favorite music is, but like I still watch that shit. I still read every comment. You feel me?
Yeah.
My favorite thing, if I'm bored on a Thursday, I'm between some work or some shit like that, I'll go through the food community comments.
Nah, they be going in. They're funny. They'll say some clever shit sometimes.
Some stupid shit sometimes too.
Hey, nah,
But no, shout out to everything that you're doing, bro. I think it's great and is recognized,
Hell yeah, no, I appreciate that, bro. And that's why the platform was started, bro, because I knew there wasn't really a voice for us. I feel me? Like, they don't really want to, credit us or whatever. So that's why the page was started, bro. And I feel like this is cool right now, fool, because like, I feel like I'm like, I'm one of the best Latino bloggers in Cali. We got Icon here, feel me? Like, in my opinion, the best videographer when it comes to Raza in Cali. No cap. Resume speaks for itself.
right.
If you think I'm lying, go check for yourself, feel me? And then we got
appreciate
Blazzy, in my opinion, again, feel me? Like, when it comes to Raza, I feel like really holds his own number one when it comes to his fashion design. Really thinking outside the box. And I feel like this is just legendary, fool. We got like
Thank you so much,
We
bro.
got like a winner circle right here, fool.
Yeah, man. I feel like all our Latinos, we're kind of all doing our own thing, you feel me? It's on the internet, it's getting praised, it's doing its circles, you feel me? And I feel like now more than ever, I think in the last 5 years, we've all kind of witnessed it kind of all get bridged together.
Sure.
And, you start learning it really is a spider web of just connections, you feel me? And I think like the more that gets established, you feel me? It's like the stronger we move, It's like we develop an ecosystem, but you got to identify that first.
Community.
Yes, so like I really like just seeing people win. And like one thing about me, I feel like if you make any type of money online, whether it's $10 or 10,000 a month, it's like I want to learn from you because I feel like there's always something that I could learn from someone, And there's a lot of people that I kind of study that are outside my industry, and all I want to offer is the same kind of intel for others. You feel me? So, you give and you get.
That's right. Hell yeah.
That's sick.
Hey, so I see you got some merch behind you. You got the matches.
Do I?
And to
Yeah.
To
I got the
Icon's back,
matches.
we got the unreleased.
We got
Becky?
we got the unreleased Bend Over Becky along with the $100,000 candle we had just released. But I believe this is our second ashtray that we've done. We want to just bring the gentleman's club to your coffee table. You feel me? So,
Check it out, Blazzy. You know better than me how to do this.
Oh God, man, my favorite thing about packaging is this part right here. It just feels like, I don't know. Oh, that did not go as smooth as I thought it was gonna be. I got Bend Over Becky right here.
Oh, that's a big ashtray too.
Yes, sir. So
It's a big ass tray.
this is a product we're releasing in a few weeks. And I'm very excited to bring it to, my audience's doorstep. So, a big part of what I do is, just developing these products, and I like just to share a message, and just like, I feel like real art, real product, no matter what you do in what industry, like it strikes emotion. You feel me? You're supposed to just like get a little chuckle out of it. You're supposed to feel some type of way. And that's what I want to do with all my products, man. So Bend Over Becky will be available in a few weeks, man. So
What's the other one? Blowjob Becky?
nah, Ash on Me, Ashley.
But doesn't she have her mouth open or something?
Yeah, she has her tongue out. Ash on Me, Ashley.
That's right.
So that's A, Bend Over Becky. B, me and my homie have been thinking we finna do the whole alphabet.
You're gonna do alliteration. That's what that's called. So what's
Yeah.
C? What's C gonna be?
Oh, trust me, bro. We've lost sleep over just thinking about what we already know what K's gonna be like. We got different like holes and little pockets.
Some are easy. Some are easy.
And it's like, can you name? Is there I mean, there's Christina, there's Dee, there's Deborah. Like there's gonna be some opportunities, but bend over, ash on me. I'm running out of them.
Come on me,
too.
Christiana or some shit.
Bro, I'm trying to promote a product. I'll be like food community, putting little asterisks and shit in these cuss words.
Hey, so with that product, I know in an interview you had mentioned that sometimes you'll hold on to ideas for like a good year, or like you just have shit in the vault.
Oh, this got made in 2021.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I was trying to see if this was in the vault.
Oh, yeah. So, I've learned from people like Colorful Mullah, who runs the Glow Gang stuff with Chief Keef, and they released a bunch of products, and I'd asked him last year, like, what's your secret? And he had told me it's like, most of these products, they take about like 12 months to 16 months to fully get to market, from like conception to like doorstep. So I've learned to just throw more and more items into my rotation. So I'm usually working on around like 30 to 50 items just to keep myself busy, because the truth is these products really do take months and months. Like if there's one thing that's taught me patience is doing with these things right here. But at the end of the day, there what represents me, and I'm not prouder more than anything than these products. You feel me? I feel like I'm able to offer a fresh take a breath air. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I feel it. Oh yeah.
Let's start at the beginning real quick. Where were you born and raised, my brother?
I was born in Montebello.
Trank.
My mom always thought I was thought I was born in El Monte, and my mom corrected me a couple years ago. I felt so stupid.
Is that where you were raised as well?
Nah, I was raised in a little small area called Hollydale. It's in the borderline of Southgate and Paramount.
I know exactly where that is, because I lived on Garfield and... Where's Hollydale Library?
Hollydale Library is on Garfield and Main Street, right there. I used to go to that library and just post up.
Do you know where...
I know that whole area.
There's a roundabout on Garfield. Do you know where the roundabout is? Not roundabout. Like, let's say you're coming down. What's the main street? It's on...
That's Garfield. The main street's Garfield.
Okay, so Garfield. Oh, no, I lived on Garfield and Century. My apologies. Where P-Dogs was.
Shut the fuck up.
I lived next to P-Dogs.
I literally live... shit, I don't want to give too much detail, but about Zavalas, that's like where I grew up.
Hey,
like,
Zavalas is fire flame,
bruh. P-Dogs, I'm glad you mentioned P-Dogs, guys. This is a small little hot dog spot between like 2008 to 2010 in like Paramount / Southgate, California. And the owner, man, I'm not sure what happened to him, but like...
That fool was cool as shit.
That fool was hella cool. I remember I used to talk on the Facebook, Facebook account. I'm like, P-Dogs, this ass. And also P-Dog slang for like some crazy ass drug, you feel me? So it was kind of like, it felt like some GTA shit. You know how GTA behind like Burger Shot with these like restaurants? It felt like GTA in real life.
Did you ever have it?
Bro, my next door neighbor worked there, Bradley, and this fool, bro, I just remember getting like chili cheese fries from there, and it was like, it was the nastiest thing ever.
You didn't with it?
I did not like P-Dogs, man. They didn't last too long there. That's so crazy. I had to go out of my way to explain to people what Hollydale is. This is a weird ass part of town, because it's like,
if you know, you know.
Like my address is technically Southgate, but like you go there, doesn't feel like Southgate. No, it says Southgate.
No, I know it says Southgate because I lived there. I live.
That is so fucking. I didn't think I was ever gonna meet anyone from Hollydale
where
like,
Century
in this life.
Turns. You know where Century does that little weird turn?
Bro, I literally had a girlfriend. My first girlfriend ever was on those 2-story houses. Those ones that you come up on the roundabout.
Okay, so I lived across the street from those 2-story houses in that triplex.
Shut the fuck up, hey! So you knew the twins?
No, no. I didn't. I didn't grow up there. I lived there for like. What years did I live there? I lived there.
Bro,
I lived there 8 years ago. That's the best way for me to explain it.
Those are my stomping grounds, bro.
I lived there 8 years ago for 5 years.
Okay, but that dead end was hella active. That's what me and all the homies would post up at. Right there. Once you go past... Oh, man, I'm making this very hard for the listeners right now. But once you go past, I believe that's Jefferson. You go into another side, which is now... no, that is Jefferson. Or, I don't know, man. I'm sounding crazy.
I know what
you're
talking about.
It is so crazy that you know about that, because I got, like I said,
I filmed a gazillion videos around there.
Yeah,
like where the little train tracks and the little.
I used to go on those train tracks just to get to West Campus. You feel me? Like bro. I grew up. I lived in like Southgate, Paramount till I was like 23. My whole life. You feel me? I used to do street art around that area. you know, and like that whole side, it's like, you know, tag banging.
I was gonna say, are you saying street art? You mean
Street art.
tag,
I like
right?
that.
Well, that's the thing. It's like, you know, a bunch of the fools I went to middle school with, like, you know, they all ended up becoming like, you either become a tagger or a skater. You know what I'm saying, in that area. So my homies, you know, I wanted to be a skater and they wanted to tag, and I was like, this is just cool and all, but like I was really into like Obey. He was really popping off.
I feel it.
And you know, I started putting weed paste around it, but then all those hoods in that area were tripping. They didn't know how to take my shit. They were like, what is this shit? So like there was not even any broadcasting going down. Those all done on Melrose at the time. I was like 16, like 2011. So I used to bike, take the green line to the blue line to the red line, fucking bike to like Melrose and put up posters on rooftops over there, hit a little Tokyo, and that's kind of where it all started. But that was high school. I ended up ditching that whole just because I got my homie caught up. I felt guilty. I'm like, man, yeah. I'm
mad at it. Before we move on from that area, have you ever had Giorgio's Pizza?
Gas.
Thank
Shout out to Giorgio's Pizza on Paramount Boulevard and Main Street. Shout out to Pizza as well, man. I've had
pizza's crazy,
bro. We used to be 8 deep just sharing a box of cheese fries. I never thought I was gonna talk on camera in my life about this, but also what's crazy is Phoenix Flexing used to mingle around that area.
Oh,
too,
really?
Man. He used to skate at All American Park, and I used to skate at All American. I used to post up at All American Park. You know,
this is cute. We have a place in common.
We do. I did, bro. I've met you, like I said before in the. I never thought, oh, this was from Hollydale.
I'm not from Hollydale.
You're not from
Hollydale. But my grandma's from Hollydale. How about that?
I love that.
Because she had that property there, or rather, she had property in Hollydale for at least my entire life. So that's at least 30 plus years.
I probably saw you at that 7-Eleven, man. You know, I probably ran into you at the library.
Zavala's. I've ran into like most of the Rivera family members at Zavala's.
Hey, shout out to that owner, bro. He's a dickhead. He's like the richest motherfucker that area. Adon Sanchez has a crib in that neighborhood, by the way.
Oh, behind on that side?
Yeah, he lives behind like my mom's. Not too far, excuse me, but like he has the biggest house in the neighborhood. One thing about Zavala's family, bro.
Okay,
real quick. Drive the pickup truck, but he was the richest motherfucker around there, man.
Let me ask you this: the restaurant or the taqueria?
Taqueria, bro.
Okay, thank you. Please don't disrespect us.
Grew up outside that taqueria and that liquor store next door. That fool had to run to the border. He shot a shoplifter. The guy who owned that liquor store.
Gave him the business and fled town.
Yeah,
the
other owner. But he used to press me when I walk into the liquor store as a kid. Like, I used to go in there and just look at shit. He's like, you're not going to buy anything? What are you doing here? Kick me out and shit like that. But
you were stealing. Just say the truth.
Nah, probably. But, man, shout out to everybody out there in Paramount, Southgate, Hollydale, to be more specific. Man, also, I used to skate with YG's little brother out there, man.
That's
Cameron.
Right.
Shout out to Pusha Cam. You know, we used to post up outside of Hollydale with Chavito and skate up outside like middle school and shit like that. So, you know, it's good to see people, you know, who know about Hollydale at the very least, you know.
No, that shit was, I had some good memories there, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, so with that being said, how did you become who you are? How did the We Pay
So I was going crazy with the We Pay stuff, bro. I started getting put on blogs under Sandblaster. They called me Sandblaster for a while in high school. And from there, like I said, I kind of felt guilty. I got my, I inspired my homie like, hey, Brian, let's go ahead and hit these rooftops and shit like that. He got caught one night, bro. He was riding his bike on the sidewalk, and they're like, get off the sidewalk. That's when fixies were popular. He wasn't listening. They're like, oh, we're taking your homie. You could go, though. And I was like, damn. You feel me? So I just
didn't get popped tagging, though.
Nah.
Oh, then what the fuck?
But I got my homie caught, like he had the rollers and all that backpack, and I just felt guilty. I'm like, damn, bro, I brought this phone. And he was the only one who wanted to do it with me over there. Like, why the fuck are you going to Hollywood? You feel me? He was the only one to be down to roll with me. And shout out to Brian. And you know, I was doing that, and you know, I slowly just started getting into cover art. I started seeing that become a thing with like Gucci Mane popping out, Lil B. You know, Kanye was acknowledging his cover artist, so I was hustling, bro, doing all this shit for my cousins, for different little high school homies, all throughout high school, just doing cover art for like $40-$50, thumbing through that. And this is like 2016, 2017. And to the age when I got to 2018, and mind you, this whole time I'm working shitty jobs. I'm working at Subway. I was at Loss and Prevention at the Ross and Paramount for a year.
Oh, so you were the cops?
Nah. They had me with a little ass vest and a tiny ear clipboard.
I'm just fucking
reporting crime. No,
right.
but you know, for liability reasons, you couldn't even press anybody if they stole some. It was like a stupid job.
It was more just like a scarecrow.
Bruh, they would press me for not shaving. Like this is unacceptable. Like, bro, you would have got a write up with your fucking beard.
I should get a write up here for not shaving before I came on air.
Y'all should definitely be on my boy's ass.
Not a penalty this week.
Nah, but I did that, and then I went to like Office Max at Lakewood Mall across the street, and then I worked at the airport doing like warehouses, shit like that for like 2 years, and that was my last job. But you know, all these jobs kind of just teach you patience, and they taught me a lot during that time. It's like I learned to put my pride aside and be like, okay, I can't afford to live this lifestyle or just to pay my bills through creativity. Let me just do it with these jobs and shit. And I kind of just held it down till I was around like 24. I was making around like $1,000 at the time every month, just doing cover art, flyers, bro, like $50 one. I'm doing like 20, 30 projects a month, bringing my laptop to work and shit just to work. And, you know, people just start convincing me like, bro, this cover art shit, you're really good at t-shirt designs. You know, shout out to Activity and Chinatown Market. They brought that to my attention. And through all that, you know, I didn't want to do clothes. I wanted to be the best cover artist ever. You feel me? I was inspired by music. I love music. It inspires what I do.
That's pretty amazing. So then you're super extremely proficient with Adobe.
Yeah, I've been doing it for 10 years. Like, that's one thing about me. I'm not some... Like, you pass me a computer, I'll make you the coldest graphic. Like, there's no like puppet work. Sure, I have a team of designers, but you know, those first 6-7 years cannot tell you otherwise. And you know,
facts. Who is the biggest person you made a cover for?
Cover is way different than t-shirt designs. Cover, I mean, I've helped out Quavo with stuff, but like t-shirt stuff, man, we could go to Lacoste, we could go to Jordan, Nike, Uber Eats, Grateful Dead, Dr. Dre. I really be forgetting, bro. It's a lot of it's a long list.
And here I just
hold up. I want to circle back real quick. When you were mentioning about you were making $1,000 a month, at what point when like did you quit like your 9 to 5 and like fully do this?
I had 5,000. So look, when
like how much were you bringing in and like
I was making let me kind of break that down a little bit. So when I was 18, I should really start there. I was doing door-to-door sales at AT&T, selling cable. You feel me? Commission only, hitting everything from Bakersfield to fucking San Diego. I hit every street, you know?
Yeah.
And I was making little to no money, but what they do at those spots, you watch those motivational videos, right? They start talking about, oh, you gotta wake up at 5 a.m. You gotta.
Oh, they hit you with those?
You gotta want it. You feel me? And
my boy was selling steak knives or what?
AT&T.
I was selling Ubers, man. You know, I know this Time Warner internet's a little slow. We've been seeing problems with your neighborhood, so we got y'all. Those I still got my pitch down, bro.
Can we get it? Can we hear it? If you still got it.
Hey, how's everything going? Cool. So I have a list of, cool. So this is Food Community Office, right? Awesome. Now, I've been hearing a lot from your neighbors that we've been having some problems with the internet, right? It's a little slow.
We have actually no cap. Our Wi-Fi is down. We have a shut down.
Literally, all your neighbors been telling me.
I'm being serious too.
No, I know. I've been talking to your neighbors all day long. And, they have the same issues, and that's why they've called us down here. So pretty much, you guys have a node here down the street on 123 Fake Street. Now we're making upgrades to that, so we just wanted to check in with all the neighbors and let y'all know that Uverse is now available. So you're paying around $50 right now, Time Warner, right? It's a little high, could be lower.
Correct, around there, 60.
Awesome, right, man. So how with those $60, man, I'll just get right into it.
You just get me. Damn, this one still has it.
Well, that's what inspires me. Like, if there's one thing I still had to do is meetings till this day. Like, if I have meetings with record labels or different companies, I love running a meeting, man. It's like a live podcast without cameras.
Yeah.
Man, I started like Bobby Shmurda for a second. But
at Epic, yeah.
But to bring back that conversation, you feel me? When I was 18, I just quit my job. I'm like, man, I'm finna be an artist. This shit, man, I got revved up off these videos. I saved $500 when I was 18. Lasted me 2 months, and then you gotta talk to your mom and shit. She looks at you stupid. My mom and dad are from Mexico, you feel me? They don't understand American culture. They don't give a fuck what I got going on.
When you brought up what you were doing, I can relate to that too.
I mean, I respect my mom and dad.
They just don't know any better. They just want you to go to school. That's what they were taught.
What they really want is for you to pay bills. And this is for the listeners who are, who really are identifying with this. Your parents should be the last ones to convince your whole like life goal for. So what you got to do is just like buckle up, once you pay bills, once they see you pay bills, then they understand it. What really helped my mom was just following me on Instagram.
Oh, that's what it was.
Then she starts contextualizing it. But, I fell flat on my face after 2 months doing that shit. So I told myself I'm never going to do this again. So I saved up $5,000. And at that point, I told myself, okay, my cost of living right now is $400 a month. I got a phone bill, I got to pay my mom a little bit, and I got to put gas in my car, So everything else is extra. Let me get at least $1,000 a month. Let me get stable there. So I was doing that for about 6 months. This is 2018 at the moment. And, I still have a log on my notes page of every little dollar I've gotten from like 2016. I stopped 2 years ago. It started getting a little hectic. But like every single dollar I've ever earned, it's been documented.
It's been logged.
Yes. All the different deals and stuff. But like in 2018, I just realized I became too busy. I started bringing my laptop to work just to work during the downtime there and get it done. And I had just like, all right, let me fall. Let me try doing this again. You feel me? And then that time I really just like hustled. I was really like, man, that's my fate. Like that era of myself motivates me till this day.
The 2018 era.
Yeah. And I still have a photo of my work ID on my dashboard.
Where were you at the time?
What do you mean?
Like, where were you working at the time?
I was working at Markin. It's a company that picks up packages all around LAX, and they drop them off to Santa Clarita, these different laboratories. So I was just a delivery guy, just picking up boxes all day, like mechanic where like people get stressed out being at a LAX for a couple hours. I was there for 2 years, full time. That's not fun, but it taught me a lot about patience and like, it really got to stay down till you come up. You feel me? I accepted it in my head when I was 23, 24. Like, you might be doing this for the rest of your life. Are you cool with it? Keep it real with you, I was. It's kind of sad, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like a lot of Latinos fall short of that. They start to accept their fate, and I think it starts becoming like a game of dodgeball towards like these later years. Once you start realizing these people start dropping like flies, start picking up regular jobs, stop living their dreams. You know what I mean? Like it's a very scary thing to see people just like, I used to think that was where it's like the top is lonely, but you start realizing, bro, it's like, it's hard for certain individuals to hold on. So like, most importantly, I'm thankful to God that I was able to persevere and get to the other side, because not a lot of other people do. But I try to represent that dream, with what I do. You feel me? There's a lot of people I feel like I could identify with that.
No, for sure,
bro. I was in a place where I was working with nothing but like fools and cholos, right?
I'm gonna go give this speech to my son when I get home right now.
I was working with just knuckleheads, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And like, I was already accepting it, bro. I remember one time we were at El Pollo Loco, I'm with the homie in the van. He's like, I'm like, bro, the drive-thru's way too long. Let's just go in there and walk in. He was like, you know what, fool? Hey, dog, everyone at the office thinks you're kind of dumb, bro, but you're kind of smart. And like at that moment, I realized like, bro, I'm in the wrong place. You feel me? Like, so, and till this day, bro, I think they hired someone named Miguel. My name's Miguel. They hired someone Miguel recently, and all my old coworkers call me. So it kind of is like a weird like metaphor for like, you better be on your last life is calling you right now.
Yeah.
I answer one time, they're like, hey, Miguel, bro, hey, help us load up these boxes. We're in the back. I'm like, dog, this is another, how you been?
Yeah.
And they don't give a
So at what point when you were working there were you like, damn, like I could finally like just pursue what I'm doing full time?
Once I was making 1,000, I had it like sold in my head. I got my first 1,000 July 2017, and it wasn't until February 2018 that I was like, okay, now it's structured. I'm for sure making 1,000 a month. Like, let me do this. And I had a small little office in East LA on Goodrich and that's Atlantic. No, sorry, that's Whittier, on Goodrich and Whittier. The Royal Rehearsal, man. Shout out to them. We had a little warehouse, maybe the size of the restroom here. And we used to be like 3 deep, bro. This was like $500, and that's when I really started learning like how to hustle. I wasn't the kid in high school selling chips. I didn't have no hustle bone in my body. My parents didn't teach me that. They're too busy working. Yeah. They're too busy figuring out themselves.
I feel that too.
So once your back's against the wall and once you realize it's prime time and like you gotta pay rent, I started pawning jewelry. I'm starting to sell Supreme shirts like that. It ain't no joke. And, I appreciate those tough times. They taught me how to hustle. And that's something that like, I'll never be off of, NBA never broke again,
That's right.
So when did you start raising your price from $50 to?
Well, that's the thing. I was the commission god, and bro, I have a whole hallway of just projects. You go down my Instagram, man. I was hustling, bro. I was doing everybody's album merch 2021, bro. from Juice World to The Weeknd to the Baby, man. Like, I could go on for days with the Eminem. We did Dre at the time, Amy Winehouse, man. We did a whole lot of projects, but you know, it got to a point where I dropped that Perk 30 jersey with House Phone, and
that was legendary.
That was the first product that I put nothing personal. They asked me when I was manufacturing it, like, what you want to do with the neck tag? I'm like, I always wanted to call it, and I know I'm gonna flip it and sell it. They don't say nothing personal on the design. Let me hit it with nothing personal. And at that moment, I never made real money off my own designs. I've always sold designs. You feel me? Mm-hmm. Traditionally, as a graphic designer, the time I was probably getting like 200 off a graphic. You know, I sell it to you for 200, and you can make whatever you want off of it. You feel me? That's the business. You know, you gotta accept that as a designer, and I still to this day. And that was my first time experiencing that transaction from the other side. I did the design, but like as a seller, I experienced like, I woke up that night, bro. I remember we celebrated and went viral, man. We pouring up and shit like that. I'm like, I thought it was funny at midnight. I'm like, I'm finna leave the site open. I was really supposed to release it at noon. I'm like, I'm gonna leave the site open at midnight. And I woke up to like 15 bands in my account on Shopify. And I was like, I had never seen that like right there at one time. I was like blown away. And then from that moment on, I just never looked back. I'm like, you know, I kind of started learning how to communicate to my audience and like what hits and what doesn't, you know, and that's a language that I'm always kind of learning and adjusting to. It's like, you know, I'm inspired by AI technology. The way AI is able to pick up, and like I tell my homies all this time, the way you type in like 100 different words to create this prompt, that's what you got to do with your own head, you know, and that's kind of how you create original ideas, you know. So I'm kind of going on tangents.
Nah, you know, you're good.
You know, but yeah, man.
I don't even know what the to tell you. I didn't even know you work with half of those people.
Yeah, well, you know, it's easier for producers to get recognition, and like, bro, trust me, if I pull out my phone, I could tell you, I mean, Lil Wayne, you know, I could tell you a way more cohesive list. NASCAR, I'm just thinking about what's in my hallway right now, like.
Damn.
Rey Mysterio.
That is lit.
Oh, that'd be lit.
And no,
these are people that he's worked with.
Yeah, no, these are things that I've done for.
Wait, what? Hold up, my bad. I gotta go
Well, that's the thing. It's like, it's not like Blazzy X Rey Mysterio. It's Chinatown Market X Rey Mysterio, and I'm doing the graphic for. You know what I'm saying? But there's been a lot of, I'll say maybe a majority of the rap game I've, you know, participated with for sure. You know?
And I see you got that P's tattoo on the side of your neck.
Yeah.
How did that relationship with Suede come about?
Man, rest in peace, Suede, first and foremost, man. You know, I had ran into him. I was on tour with Phoenix Flexing a couple years ago. I was helping him sell merch. I was like, man, I linked up with Phoenix when COVID started. I'm like, bro, we got to sell this merch. So we started doing that. He went on tour, rest is history. And I started meeting Suede. I started talking to him. I told him I met him, like, bro, I got you on merch. He was like, yeah, all right, then, for sure. And he just kept it moving, you know?
Yeah, people don't say too much.
Yeah,
when
man.
you first meet him.
Oh, man. And, you know, we just started really getting together last year. And, you know, we started realizing, you know, he's from HP, and, you know, that's about like 7 miles, you know, from like where I'm from. And like, I always felt like I didn't know too many people coming up. Like, you know, growing up in like Hollydale, it's like, you never met anyone trying to rep that area, rep that side of town. You know, you see Swifty Blue repping Paramount now, you feel me? But like, I always talk to him about that myself. It's like, bro, that representation wasn't there until, you feel me, we started claiming that. Like, people in Paramount didn't want to claim Downey or Compton, you know? There's no in between. It's weird. And, we, you know, I saw what I saw myself with Suede. It's like, you know, he wanted to represent his side, you know, and I feel like a big reason why his like fans were right there and then, like, people just gravitated towards it because there wasn't a message, there wasn't nobody who was representing that story, that like that Southeast LA struggle, you feel me? Like, nobody was doing that but Suede, the way he was spinning it and shit like that. So, you know, we used to have long talks at my crib, at the office, and just like really like, you know, appreciate that conversation. And, you know, we really started off working, but like I said, it's like, you know, in 2023, all my homies from like Paramount, all the people I grew up with, it's like, you know, it starts becoming a reality check where it's like, I got to go to work, you know, I'm not able to like meet as many people. So I'm around a lot of people that come from like my business side. So, you know, meeting Suede just kind of brought me back to home, you feel me? And just like knowing that like there's someone successful who stays true to himself. Like, I was hella inspired by what he was doing. I don't even rap, you know? And you know, that's kind of how it started. And you know, I was holding him down the whole time he was locked up, you feel me. Before he went out, you know, we had his listening party at my office, was doing his cover art, you know.
That's right.
Was working with TK and Picasso and just doing, you know, all the stuff in the background. And I told him too, the same thing I told Phoenix Flex, and it's like, bruh, y'all have platforms, you feel me. I'm doing my own thing off my own shit. I know you have some shit behind you that you could sell, bruh. I start breaking it down to him, and like, you know, I deal with a lot of rappers. That's my background, you know, just being on that service industry. So I know dickheads, and I can smell that shit out. You know, I'm just like, yo, I don't want to be around dickheads all day. Like, egos are so hard to deal with, you know. Like get real, bro. Come back to earth. You're not that rich. And Suede was somebody who's just always down to earth, you know. I think one of my designers, E, said it best. He never knew he was famous, you know. Super cool. I don't care if you were a fucking bookworm at my office, or you just fucking did some time or whatever. He'll show you respect and love, you feel me. And that's one thing that I always remember, you know. And I decided to get the park sign on my neck because it's like, you feel me, we shared the same goal, you know. At the end of the day, we would just want to you know, show people from our side it's like, it's very possible, you feel me. And like, it's very possible to stay true to yourself and represent the story and still do it with integrity, you feel me. So, you know, while I'm still alive, I'm gonna still push his message, you know.
That's right.
Where were you at when you heard the news?
I was in bed, man. You know, to keep it real with you, I heard it on Instagram. You know, I mean, I ended up confirming it later on in the morning, but like, it was very hard, and you know, it sucks. It's like the first couple posts, it's like, how dare y'all even make a joke like that? He passed away, and it's like.
So it didn't hit you right away. I feel like for me,
no,
like,
I mean, it you know. Yeah, you know, I didn't know. I didn't want to think it happened, you know. When I heard the news, I was like, man, that shit hurt.
Yeah. Do you guys have anything planned? Well,
a gang shot. I mean, I just left linking up with his family, you know. Like, I was running his whole merch program, you know.
All the Parkside clothing.
All of it.
Yeah.
I was doing all that shit. You know, it was going to my business.
A lot of people don't know that.
No, you know, and like, I always respected him because it's like Parkside was something he created.
Yeah.
I was just trying to support it. And, you know, now his family's going to run it. So we've been, you know, it's big shoes to fill. It's a full-time job. You know, I have a, you know, a whole team of 8 individuals, from designers to warehouse to management, who help out with daily operations. And, you know, it takes a whole team to run something like that. So we just have been preparing them for the reality of it and just training them and showing them, you know, what to do. But, you know, I told him, it's like, you know, I'm going to treat this like, you know, Suede's still here to me, you know. Like, I'm going to treat y'all like how he treated me. You know, he'd always post me. If I wasn't in the room, he'd talk good about me. So, you feel me? I told them I'm gonna show them the same respect, you know. But you know, to you know, just to round things out, you feel me? Like, I'm still gonna, you know, help his family release products. We have the plushies coming out, and you know, I'm just glad that you know, we're still able to keep this thing going, man. Like, you feel me? It sucks, bro. You never really get prepared for it. You feel me? I had spoke to him like a week before, you know. Told him to make a WhatsApp. I'm like, cool, let me make that, you feel me? And then it hit me back up, but I wasn't really tripping on that, you feel me? And what I want to share with y'all, it's like the last time I saw him, you know, the night before he turned himself in, he came to my office, you know, feel me? And it's like, he was there for like 3 hours, you know, and it kind of felt weird, bro. It's like God kind of was like planning this goodbye.
What do you mean it felt weird?
Well, it's because it's like, you got to accept that you're not going to see your homie for some years, you know?
Yeah.
And me in my head,
it was like uneasy.
Yeah, bro. I mean, it sucks, especially, you know, like, I'm talking to him every day about that shit, you know, for 3 months leading up to it. You feel me? Like, he knew this day was set to happen like in September, you feel me? And it was unraveling up until December. And, you know, I'm glad that, you know, he had gotten locked up and released in November, and they told him, we're gonna let you out for 3-4 weeks, and then you gotta go back in to do your 2 years. And you know, I was pressing. I'm like, bro, we gotta get to work. We gotta do ABC. We gotta do. He's like, nah, bro. Honestly, bro, I just want to chill. You feel me? Let's just post up at the crib. Let's just do shrooms. Let's pour up. Let's just chill. We're homies, you know. So we did that. We just chilled the last 2 weeks, and the last day, it's like, you feel, we're just at my office. All the homies are there. His homies are there. We just vibing, kicking it from like fucking 11 to 2, 3 a.m. You know, and you know, I think the hardest part is for sure just having those conversations with him. Like, bro, I can't wait till you're out. Like, 2 years, bro, I'm gonna hook you up. Bro, wait till you see my shit. You feel me? I'm finna go all the way up, man. You gonna see this shit. You feel me? And just like, I think that's like the hardest part for sure. You know, just because, like, you know, he was at the peak. You know, he was peaking. He was growing. You know, he had never seen a bigger height than where he was at that moment. You know what I mean? It was still in the incline. It was still growing. He had just dropped his first tape 3 months prior. So it's like, you know, we had high expectations for each other, you know? So, you know, it sucks. But, you know, rest in peace, Suede, though, for sure.
Damn. Yeah, R.I.P. Suede.
That's crazy. How do you like running your own podcast?
I mean, it's fun. It's definitely, you know, it keeps me engaged with my audience. You know, like, I didn't really want to do podcasts before. I was kind of brought into it when.
How did you end up over there at No Jumper?
Well, you know, House Phone, he was someone that I had been working with back at the airport. And I had known some of his Hawthorne homies and Inglewood homies just doing the door-to-door sales. I used to kick it with those fools. And they used to go to ham on everything, and then used to talk about the homie. And I started meeting him, and you know, when it came to the show coming around, he had told me, like, yo, they're about to give me a show on No Jumper. So you trying to be on it? I was like, yeah, let's try it out. You feel me? So I went on it, and it was good, you know.
It went well.
Oh, it was definitely fun, man. One thing about the whole time, you know, I had a good time at No Jumper, you know, but I understood right from the gates that this was just a chapter in my life. At the end of the day, on my tombstone, I want designer, I want creative thinker to be on my shit. I don't want, like, shit talker, you know what I'm saying? Drama starter. So I knew it was just going to be a fun part of my life, and I had fun with it, you know. I knew when it was time to go. I quit right before the shit went down, you know what I'm saying? I Jenga pieced my way out of there and let the whole crash.
How do you feel about No Jumper today? Honestly, you can say the truth, even though Icon is here.
I mean, I don't really watch the content anymore. You know, I think that it's been a little tainted. Also, I have a very biased perspective. You know, you're not asking like your average watch. You're asking the ex co-host.
But to you were on the inside, so like,
yeah, but
your
for
perspective.
And for years, like years before I knew, you know, Redacted or House Phone, I was watching, you know, hours of that. You know what I mean? I was watching it at work. That's why I did this to make use of the time. So, you know, to be on it and just to see kind of where it's taken, it's like it's pretty interesting. But you know, it's definitely left my week a little more empty and vacant for sure. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But you know, there's other forms of content, you know, but you know, people are still gonna tag me in the clips, and you know, I'm still gonna it's gonna come up on my YouTube, you know.
That's tight. What do you guys think about Yuri still working at No Jumper?
What I think about Yuri still working at No Jumper, I mean, that kind of stems from like what I was talking about with the whole, you know, just having to put your pride aside and just understand that when it's time to work, man, either you flipping fries or, you know, you can ask that shit with a sign, you know, at the freeway. You got to make your money, you know, you got to pay your bills. So like, I think it'd be corny of me to like really be hard on the homie. Like, I mean, that's between, you know, with him and House Phone, that's on them. But like from a sideline perspective, I really don't got no, like, I really don't care, to keep it real with you. Like, I just wanted to do big as bros. Like, it was never no anti-No Jumper movement. And that's kind of like been my repertoire on the whole podcasting. I've never been like, you feel me? Just like, Adam, you know, I never been on that time, you feel me? So, but shout out to Josh over there, you feel me? They still might owe me some bread.
I don't know.
That shit's probably gone, man. They probably paid Flacco with that shit. I don't know.
No, they paid me, fool. That's my shit now.
Man, you better take me out to eat.
We're gonna go to Pete's.
I didn't mean to break your headphones. Sorry.
That's just fire.
I love Pete's, man.
So, long story short, How did you guys come up with the biggest bros name?
Man, honestly, I was just on disconnected before the shit changed, and I said something. I was like, "Come on, biggest bro," and that shit just sounded crazy. People kept typing that. I'm like, "We're calling it biggest bro." That shit just sounds hard. You feel me? And then, we just having fun with it. But like at the end of the day, I was telling Yuri, House Phone, Toke, it's like, I'm not really trying to make this my brand, and I'm using it as an opportunity to communicate with my people and just to share my stories and to have lighthearted fun. You feel me? Like, I don't want anything to be taken too serious. Like, at the end of the day, I'm just trying to like report some funny news. You know what I'm saying? Just have a good time. Anything beyond that is just extra for me, and I don't want to be part of that. Like I really like doing the podcast stuff. I think it's opened another side of me that people never seen. Like I was just a graphic designer online. I was still doing all these projects. That's never been. It's never like supported or like made that go down. It's like these are all private engagements with Universal and all these different entities, but they also watch that too. They've emailed me about it, but I think I have a lot of fun doing podcasting, but as a matter of like continuously adding more just like things under my content, I'm not really like trying to do that too much right now.
Are you still doing commission work?
No. I mean, my business has never been public. I've never posted online, hey, come get a cover art. Hey, whether it's $10 or 10,000, it's always been busy,
Mm-hmm.
And I've just kind of trained myself throughout the last 6-7 years to know what my price is. I think it's like, it's so up that it's not worth it for people. And I think it's just worth it right now for me to invest in myself, so I've had to make that tough decision this year. I mean, I had a whole agency, we were working very, very close with runs and just the whole like exotic weed market in 2021. Mm-hmm. And I was doing everybody's bags. We came to market with those die cut bags. It's documented. It was runs. That was my boy Nick. Shout out to Nick. Once those die cut bags came out in COVID, it was over. I had like 4 clients a day. You feel me? Just pulling up with a spread of cash and just ready to drop on our design. So they started telling me I was a one man army. They started telling me you need designers. So I started grabbing people from my life. You feel me? We started having a team of like 4 designers. We really got to work. Like, I don't really do too much of that work anymore. Like I said, just because I've learned that doing my own products, releasing it, just it gets more money. I could promote it better, and I've just learned that this is really like my forte. I love products, bro. And my favorite thing about like just growing is just looking at who couldn't pay that price, several years ago, and just really looking at them now,
Like now you really can't pay that price.
Yeah, no, the joke is up, and it's nothing personal. Like I definitely love doing that. That's my favorite part of the business.
Can we expect any collabs with any fashion designers out here in LA?
Yeah, I'm
like local ones as yourself.
Yeah, I think that Awful Lot of Cough Syrup has a chokehold.
Oh, hello,
on LA culture.
No cap.
And like I said, I think anyone who does anything online is successful. I think it's worth learning from, and I think like Desto Dub doesn't get the credit he deserves. It's not easy at all. What's another brand moving his size, doing the designs he's doing? Nobody. We kind of had the complete different design style. He's somebody that likes to have his brand on his shirt. That's off. His slogan.
Yeah.
Front and back. He's selling that for $100. Me personally, I'm on some shit where I gotta make a whole graphic. I gotta sit there for 6 hours, make this yellow, make this green, make it purple again. And I feel like I could learn a lot from him. So I'm always all ears whenever Desto got something to say. But we got a collab coming out this summer. I got stuff with Half Evil coming out. But I really just
that's dope.
I've learned to just keep these products for myself. You know what I'm saying? Like I've just learned it just benefits me, and as long as you're thinking about it on your own, then there shouldn't be an issue with like doing it on your own tip. But what I want to do from here moving forward is just grow further with these products, but also just make more larger than life items. Like what I want to do in 10 years, I want to do stuff for like museums or like business plazas where they got the big ass water fountain. Like I'm trying to do stuff like that. But I think that to get to that position, you gotta check off all these boxes. You gotta go through the chapters. So that's what I'm experiencing. It's just really hard. I'm impatient at heart.
Yeah.
But doing the LAX jobs and all this taught me how to be a little more patient with what I got going on, you know?
At what point in time did you say to yourself like, damn, like I really need a team?
I think once runs came around, like before that, like I said, I was just binary. That sounds pause, but like I was.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that?
No, sorry, that's unpause. Whoa, no, but binary in the sense that like I did one thing and then I get one result out of it and I keep it pushing. You know, I sold burgers. Here's $4. I sold graphics. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was doing my brand. That was part time. I was making only like $5,000 a month, maybe at that time on my brand. Barely anything, especially when you got paid people. And at that moment, what are you talking about?
About what point in time you felt like you needed a team?
Oh, okay. So Run started coming around. Was like, yo, Blazzy, we need all these graphics. We need these collections. We're having people pay us with stamps. You know, they want this Runs logo on the back of the bag. We need you to make their logo. We need you to make your bag. We need you to make a whole collection for them.
Oh.
You're just a one-man team. You can't do that, Blazzy. So I started picking up like 4 people, bruh. What it would be was like, okay, 10 a.m. we walk in. Man, we got like, we just got trappers in the room. You feel me? Smoking the biggest blunts, but they got bread. You feel me? They got 5 figures in their pockets. You know, they're 4 PF. You know what I'm saying? Just walking in like that. And, you know, shout out to the Runs team just in general. They would come in and they'd be like, yo, Blazzy, we're going to need a logo. We're going to need 3 T-shirt designs. And we're going to need 3 bags. I got y'all on all the food, all the smoke y'all want. Here, let me pour you up a little lean and just get to work. And at the end of the day, they'll just cash us out, man. It was a fun process. And I do that with record labels, Universal, Atlantic, Interscope. You know, we're always consistently working with them on a monthly basis for the last 3 years now, along with like FaZe Clan, you know, and just different.
That's amazing.
Yeah. We do a lot of stuff. I mean, it's just like, I'm gonna look corny if I brag about that on my Instagram story. So like, it really only comes up in conversation, but you know, just the work just got to the point where I had to bring people in. You know, most of my designers, none of them came from a college background. You feel me? They all come from my background, man. We got one from Southgate. We got one from Boyle Heights. You feel me? We got a designer from West Covina. That's around the way. You know what I'm saying? But like,
and that all comes down to just having experience, right? I mean, I'm assuming
they
that's
didn't
why
have
you.
Experience.
Oh, they didn't have experience.
No, the first designer, Yael E, he's one of the richest kids I know. He was 16 when I met him. Pause. Like he went to Columbus High at Downey, and he dropped out because he was making already like 10 figures, 10,000 a month. You know, at 16, 17, he could tell his mom no. You know, so he started coming around my office, and he was just doing graphics on his phone. I was so inspired by him. He got a laptop. He really got to work, man. This kid does stuff for Dirk, for everybody. You know what I'm saying? And like, he came onto the platform with me, E, and then we brought Nate. Just the homie texted me like, bro, you want to know an illustrator? I got one. He came into they all learned Photoshop under my wing. They all developed my style that I'm doing.
So they were just around you, so you gave them the opportunity. I thought it was more so like they had experience and like brought them onto the team.
Nah, Edgar was probably the only one. Like I didn't add anyone to my design team this year. Last year, like I've had the same people since 2021, and like we're just a really cool team. You know what I'm saying? I swear to God, you put me on a lie detector, there's no one coming close.
Hello.
Especially on an independent level. Like Drake don't got a team like us. Kanye don't got a team like us. I could confidently say it. And we have, you know, spreadsheets we could prove millions of dollars we've, you know, earned for these companies. You feel me? Right. Including ours.
That's
you know,
inspiring,
so
no cap.
You know, I'm very proud of what we developed, man. It's the sandbox. You feel me? And like, it's all about just growing it further. Like, what I want to do is I just want to run like a Costco sized business. Like, I wake up every morning disappointed. I want to grow like 10 times bigger, bro. I want to be making $1 million a month in 2 years. You feel me? I swear to God. But doing all that takes a team. You know, doing all that, make sure that they're happy. And it's a different responsibility nowadays. You know, when I get this checks coming in, it's like, not only do I got to get my bills covered, I got to make sure all their bills are covered before I could go get a birthday cake. You know, because I'm going to look crazy. I walk in one day, nice Porsche, Blazzy.
Flexing.
You know, and these people are the backbone of my company. So, you know, that's one thing I've realized just earning money. It's like you got to make sure that those people are taken care of and that they like what they're doing, because I've been in the shit end where it's like I'm not feeling like I'm praised or respected in this job. I'm finna quit, you know?
Yeah.
So I've learned how to be a boss by just being an employee.
Oh, yeah. And circling back, you had mentioned you back when you were sipping lean, you look real more skinnier now.
Yeah, man.
What was the reason behind quitting? Did you want to get skinny, or like was it some health, or like what's up?
I mean, you know, around this time last year is when I first started getting on camera, really like 16 months ago. But, you know, I don't think I was in the dark time of my life. I think I had just became newly single, newly like independent on some bachelor shit. You feel me? And, you know, my whole thing is like, you know, if you work hard, you can play hard. You could do your thing, but those comments just start getting to you like, oh yeah, you're fat. You start wanting to date women. You're like, okay, I gotta get my shit right. So, you know, I lost probably like a pound a week for the last like year and a half. But I've lost 45 pounds, man.
And you just still eat normal like how you used to. You just quit sipping and you lost.
Nah. We're not gonna make it sound like I'm Future. No, it was bad food habits. Like what it is, bro. I'm a big fan of macaroni. Big fan of pizza, you know.
I ain't mad at you.
And like, just like you be having some like poor mentality sometimes where it's like, okay, tomorrow's my cheat day, so I'm gonna go extra hard on eating today. Yeah, and then then you're like, you know, or I don't think I said that right, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna go extra hard on being on a diet tomorrow, so let me just be fat as fuck today.
Yeah,
and then tomorrow comes, you're like, I'm gonna still be fat.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, I know exactly what you're talking about.
You know, but man,
I've done that shit a gang of times. I was just processing like, yeah.
He just said some real shit because you be trying to lose weight and then like, damn, I'm gonna kick it with the family today on Sunday.
Yeah,
and
you're
just
like,
pick out, and then it's the next day. There's one more day when it hurts.
Yeah, on God, bro, that diet's gonna take one more day every time. But no, it really just took, you know, I'm trying, you know, when I got with my girl, I'm like, man, I gotta look right. You feel me?
I feel you.
Talk to me about the vegan 3D printed meat.
Oh man, yeah, we had disaster. I was peeping y'all interview earlier, and you know I saw y'all get into like a heated debate about veganism. There probably wasn't no debate at all, but I had added a interesting conversation topic. I was like, is it still an issue if the meat is 3D designed in a laboratory, because there's no animal being hurt? You feel me? And it's just like essentially just like paste, you know, and fiber. So. But I can't be vegan, man. Like I respect it though. Like I like tasting some cauliflower wings and being like, what? This is cauliflower? That's crazy. But like, I like tacos. You feel me? I like burgers. I like fries. Fries is vegan. But like, you know what I'm saying though. You feel me?
Good shit.
Yeah, I gotta say one thing though. Like, how is it working at No Jumper?
You
wanted
to turn left there?
I'm just thinking, hey, I'll kind of hit that joint too.
Say the truth. Pass them the
fucking amazing. I do whatever I want. Nah.
Cap.
What you know? What am I supposed to say?
One thing I do like about No Jumper is that you know, they have a good you know, snack pantry.
That's facts.
And it's probably gotten way more fuller since there's been like less people. You guys probably got like the crazy, like the Celsius will always be burnt out. No Jumper put me onto those balanced breakfasts, those like cheese cracker combos. Yes, I still do
like the Lunchables type.
Yes,
shit.
But they have the Ritz version of like this balanced breakfast. But man, shout out to the No Jumper snack selection, man.
That shit's viciously intense. I even complained the other day that this food needs to help like step up the snacks, because I could have went crazy in the pantry right there, but I chose to come over here and eat lunch with my boy, but we were slacking. That's crazy.
Damn, man. But like, you know, I always wanted, I ain't gonna lie, like, I think right before I quit, they asked you like, yo, you want to do the news? And I was like, nah, but you know, that shit's kind of fun, man. But I'm glad that you're having fun doing that shit. You feel me? Like, that's what it's all about.
Damn, this was lightweight on the spot. No, I'm just kidding. The news is funny as shit. I like it. I'm chilling.
That's all that matters, though. You feel me? It's like you having fun. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are cracking jokes. Like Almighty's funny as, you know. Flacco, y'all think Flacco's a fake person? I've been in car rides where it's just me and him, and he's really like that.
No, he's really like that. That fool's cool as shit.
I fuck with Flacco, man.
Heavy.
Hey, bro. One time he was at my office streaming, and the chat starts going crazy talking about like FBI shit or something like that. And I'm over here looking at them. They start saying some crazy allegations. I'm like, bro, you gotta wrap it up. You can't be streaming at my office with a nothing personal banner like that.
Nah, Flacco's a shit, fool. Almighty's cool as shit. Yuri's cool as shit. Josh is cool as shit.
Love Yuri, man. Yuri's my like spirit animal, kinda. Like I always wanted to, it sometimes what I'll watch a majority of my day while I'm making work or just doing administrative stuff.
Yuri's lives?
That, and I watch a lot of prank videos. And like, I just like that stupid lowbrow. I don't know, just like humor. That shit's just funny as fuck.
What
man.
you think about Yuri's current situation right now on the internet?
Man, I think that I think him and Riley just need to take some time away from I told my girl one thing's for sure. It's like I'll never be a streaming couple, man. Like that shit's just too much to deal with. And once you get in a position where you're allowing the chat to set bullet points and like really narrate your relationship, that's when it becomes toxic, and that's when you gotta put shit aside. So I wish them the best. That they're a very loving couple. I know that they mean well, and it just sometimes you just wake up on the wrong side of the bed. You feel me? Like everyone gets into it with their girl over stupid shit.
Absolutely, I fight with my wife every day.
What's like the dumb things?
What to eat?
What to eat? Y'all get
What
into it? Y'all just like, all right, you then just walk out.
I mean, obviously has to escalate. So
why is you then such a hard ass like? I don't know. I'm not gonna get into this.
Nah, so look, basically it's, so what do you want to eat, babe? Oh, I don't know. Like, damn, I've been gone all day talking to people. Can you make a decision for me? Because I don't want to think anymore. Like, well, what the do you want? And I'm like, well, what do you want? And then she'll ask me, I'll be like, you know what? I want you to make a decision, homie.
Start pressing her.
Then the baby will come, I want ice cream. No, Cupid, you don't want ice cream. We have to eat first.
But yeah, no, I think they're gonna get it together. You feel me? What's love without some some heartbreak? You know what I'm saying? That's real.
Why did they break up already on the?
Nah, chew. Bless you. Nah, they didn't break up. Hopefully not.
We haven't seen the stream today.
We'd be out of someone helping us on Reconnected, man. We need Riley.
The Reddit's gonna destroy you for that.
No, Riley's like a sister, man. Like, I know she means well, and she knows I got her back.
She seems like a very nice girl.
She's a sweetheart, bro. She really got a good soul, and hopefully you don't get mad at me for saying that.
How much do you know about her soul, my dog?
Nothing.
I'm just kidding, Yuri. Mother Russia all the way, brother.
Yeah.
What else is cracking? What you got next? What's next? What's the next big shit?
Bend over, Becky, man. I got a long line of products that are releasing, guys. You guys are gonna have to follow me on Instagram. It's at BLAZZYS. Couldn't find Blazzy. I found Blazzy's. And I'm releasing products every 3-4 weeks. You feel me? So there's everything. There's something new to look forward to. I feel like we got the next 2 years on lock. These products are moving. Like, it's really like the rap game. Like, whenever I pass away, it's like I'm gonna still have a line of products just to go off of. Like, I think I'm excited for the future for sure, man. And I'm super thankful that y'all allow me to get on this platform. You feel me? And just talk for a little. I know I ramble a lot.
No, it's cool.
Oh, we love it.
I'm assuming probably not all of this made sense.
That made perfect sense.
But I'm here to have fun, bro.
It didn't make sense, brother. It made dollars.
Ah!
Quite a few.
I like that, man. We here. That's what we're here for, bro. We're here to motivate and we're here to procreate.
Right. Well, with that being said, this has been another episode of the Food Community Podcast. We got the legend, Blazzy.
Yeah.
We got the top, super tippity top Illuminati fool right there, Rich Homie Juan.
Oh, God.
And I'm your neighborhood icon. Thanks a lot for watching.
Before we send it off, I think we got to, I just want to put this word out there, Fuminati.
I said that a couple days ago, and I really don't like that you said it first, so I'm clipping this out.
No, I think Fuminati is has potential.
I like it. We're gonna need a food community Blazzy.
Oh no, we in there. Yeah, no. If the food, I would love to rep y'all. You feel me? This ain't no.
Bando.
That's the Fuminati shirt.
Yeah, Fuminati.
Fuminati. That one goes.
You saw it here first, so if you try to jack it,
We know where y'all got it from.
Thanks.
Oh God, man. Shout out to food community, man. We out.
There it is.
These